everybody, welcome again to another episode of Just for Fun Games. I'm your host, Azzy, along with my friend Roy, and today we're going to be talking about the main topic are going to be things that we want to see from E3 this week that are definitely not going to be at E3 this week. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and talk about the things that we've been doing. Of course, I know that both of us have been playing Mass Effect because it's Mass Effect. Still there, it's still plenty of content to do. I'm actually finally in Mass Effect 3. And I'm just being reminded at how much I love this game. Oh man. Like it makes me so damn hyped for the next game. Like fully unleash BioWare, especially because BioWare is always at its best when it fucks up first. Think Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition. Like, don't count Anthem.
Oh, yeah, we're not gonna talk about Anthem. I only played the beta to know and be like, I'm not gonna fight with this game.
but I've actually dipped outside of my my baseline. Like I picked up one of the new PlayStation Plus titles that came out for this month called Operation Tango, and me and my nephew have been having a lot of fun with it. It's a game based around communication. You have to be able to communicate with your partner. One person plays as the agent, the other person plays as a hacker, and you have to communicate and be precise and work together in order to overcome all these different challenges. And we're fucking sweating playing that freaking game because like this shit gets close. It's the sort of thing like I'll be trying to hack some kind of database and I'll be like I'm the hacker. I'll be in like the Matrix, and Cameron, my nephew, he'd be playing as the agent, and on the fly, I'd have to describe to him an input that he needs to find on his station in order to get me past whatever issue I'm having. Like it would be a thing of like I have to describe. It's like okay, it's a triangle that's facing to the right, but there's like 3 circles in it. It's like okay, it's like I need a code, and I'm the one that has the code. It's like each of us is given a segment of information that the other one probably needs, and communicating it to each other, and keeping track of the whole thing. It's hectic. It's a lot of fun. Not to mention the fact that there's a lot of replay value because a lot of these elements are randomized, and like you can only get half the trophies playing through it as one of the roles. You need to try both roles in order to actually plat this game and finish it.
Still haven't played it yet. It's in my library, like everything else.
Library.
But I've been playing too many goddamn games. I'm like taking little samples of these games. So the first game I've been playing right here, Judgment. I've been playing that for a little bit. Reminds me about saying I'm gonna keep it short and brief. Reminds me of Shenmue, but Detective Shenmue.
I mean, Shenmue was detective.
Nah, he was just out there. But my Shenmue game, he was just going to the arcade every night playing games, playing QTE.
I remember
title.
I remember my experience playing Shenmue, looking for people with tattoos. It's like asking anyone who would listen. It's like, have you seen the guy with tattoos? Have you seen the black car?
Have you seen that? Have you seen this? Won the game, 100 yen. Come on, kid. Like, oh, you talking shit. But yeah, other than playing Judgment, I was hoping to get this video up, but I've been digressing too much, and I've been playing, I don't know if you can get in there, this little game right here. You probably not maybe recognize it, I don't know, highly doubt, but it's called Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier. It's the Battle Royale Final Fantasy game.
You lost me. No.
Sorry. Yeah, so
I have a massive issue with all of like the interconnected like side piece Final Fantasy VII games. I stick with either the original or the remake, which is basically the original but better. But all that side shit, no thanks.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. I was like, Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale. Let me try it. Like I say, can't knock it until you try it. So me playing this game, having experience with Fortnite, Warzone, Apex, all that Battle Royale crap. It's okay. It's an okay game. Will it be up to, Fortnite, Warzone, Apex standards? Probably won't, because it's only on mobile. So my only issue, like the main issue I have with this is the controls. and how unbalanced the game is. Because it starts off like a normal battle royale. You got 70. Well, in this case for the mobile game, 75 people, one person left standing wins. You know, you got your little melee attack. You get to choose 4 classes at the start. So you can be a warrior, monk, sorcerer, or a ranger. So I like the ranger because he can see. He can.
Froze.
I froze, son of a bitch. I'm not froze
Oh,
over
no.
here. You're fine. Then if I'm froze on yours, I should be good.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Okay. But yeah, you get to pick those 4 classes, and I like the ranger because of one of the build. Like you have your own special ability for that class, and ranger you can see people from a certain distance, and it like tracks them. So that's why I like that. And then you can go around, find weapons, guns, shit like that, and like kill other people. And then you can pick up materia, you know, use your blizzard, fire, thunder, cure.
All I'm saying though is if you wanted to take Final Fantasy and throw it like just smear it over whatever random gaming genre that it hasn't touched yet, like the rumored Souls like game, Final Fantasy Origins. Why not a MOBA? You can do a lot of shit with a MOBA with Final Fantasy. There's a fuck ton of characters, monsters that you can play as, summons. Like imagine if the summons were characters you fighting in a MOBA. Like, hey, come on now. I would prefer that than yet another battle royale.
Yeah, well, too bad, so sad. But the issue is that, you know, there's no lock on. So when you fight somebody, he's swinging his sword, because I can tell you the unbalanced part is when somebody's like a warrior and they're swinging their sword, they hit you one good time, you get staggered or knocked back, and he's just constantly spamming it, and it's like, goddamn, you know, let me up. But go ahead.
I'm sorry, I actually forgot. I did actually play another game. We had a celebration for my little sister this past weekend. She just graduated high school. And while there, all the guys collected in my brother-in-law's basement, and we played Virtual Fighter because that was also one of the PlayStation Plus games.
All right. Let's cut you off right there because I'm gonna tell you about Virtual Fighter. Me, see, if any youngins watching this, there used to be a place called where, well, you can rent video games, and one of them, besides Blockbuster, is called Hollywood Video. I still remember this to this day.
Never went there. Always Blockbuster.
So I went to Hollywood Video, and they had Virtua Fighter 4. It was either 4, 3, one of those. It was ones that were on PS2. And I remember picking this game up, and this game was fucking hard. I had never been so mad at a fighting game besides playing you in DOA. So I got so frustrated. With this game. I took it out of the... Hold on.
Like go ahead.
I took it out of the console. Flip that CD sideways. Spit on it. Put it back in its case and send it back to Hollywood Video.
Disrespect. No. Like, the whole point of playing him is that, like, oftentimes when it came to fighting games in my circle of friends, someone will excel at the fighting game to the point where it wasn't fun for anyone else to play against them. Like for me, it was like Smash Brothers in my circle. But it's like, hey, this is a new fighting game. Nobody's played it. We're all on equal playing field, so let's give it a try. But I picked it up pretty quickly, and I was dominating the entire night. It felt like if you took the reversal system out of Dead or Alive and made it clunkier. Like the whole game clunkier.
Yeah, I know. That's how Virtua Fighter is. Like, it's clunky. It's a clunky game.
Like it looks pretty. It looks pretty, but everyone still moves like they are blocky as fuck. Basically.
Yeah, but,
all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on. So,
wait a minute.
If you don't know, now you know.
What have you been watching? What have you been watching? You watching anything?
I mean, nah.
No. Oh, okay.
I've been following Geeks the Beat podcast, and they were talking about Star Wars, and they inspired me to want to for one give Rogue One a second try, because I tend to be very salty when it comes to anything Star Wars.
Whoa. So you didn't like Rogue One? You never finished Rogue One? What's the deal?
Oh, I finished Rogue One. I didn't particularly like Rogue One. I don't like it when they try to go back and amend a past element without any ties. Like
Oh,
like how you since you brought it up, connect this back to a point I said earlier. Uh, I don't like Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. I feel like so many of those elements are out of left field. Like if you're introducing something in a prequel that doesn't have any effect on the original or change how we see certain things in the original, and then it's cleaned up and shuffled off by the end of the game, so that can impact the original. I feel like it was pointless. It was a waste of time. Why the fuck was that introduced in the first place? Like, if you didn't plan this with the concept of a prequel ahead of time and leave those threads open, then I don't see the point in kind of doing that story. So I went into Rogue One going like, all of these characters are probably going to die. They have to, because where were they in the original trilogy? And that's exactly what happened. They endeared, and to make it worse, they endeared me to several of them. You're gonna have Alan Tudyk as an android, and then destroy him by the end.
sorry.
But no, I'm willing to give it a second try with a less jaded, less salty Azzy, and I still haven't actually watched Clone Wars. And Clone Wars is
episode 2 or the show?
The show, the
Okay.
series.
Yeah,
I
so
watched
was
Star
about
Wars
to say.
Rebels, which takes place after Clone Wars, and I enjoyed that despite many complaints about it from several people that I listened to. But I never really got into Clone Wars because it was so huge, and I came to it late. It's like I hadn't gotten around to actually, and not to mention, it's like it's very jarring. It jumps around. It doesn't tell a chronological story, so you have to kind of
Yeah.
piece together shit, and that's always a hard thing to jump into.
Yeah, I know on Kind of Funny, one of the guys, I think his name is Barrett Courtney, he has a list of episodes broke down that you should watch. So go ahead. I'll find that tweet. It's a lot old ass tweet. I can probably find it for you. But yeah.
Unnecessary. I'll watch them all.
Yeah. But reason why I was late coming to this because I just finished binge watching Invincible.
Yeah, damn. It's a good show. It's a good show. It's a good show.
I'm not going to sit here and spoil anything, but god damn. Yeah. I'm like season 2. We getting that? Have we heard anything?
Oh no. Yeah. We're getting it. Are you kidding? It's like that speech at the end. What's another 17 years? That went viral when that shit dropped, man.
Think Mark.
Oh, God, no. And to be honest, the funny thing is that like immediately you'd probably think, oh wow, I love this. Maybe I should go read the comic. And I've actually read connected comics that are tied in with that universe, but I never read the Invincible comics. But I actually really like a lot of the changes that they did in the show that weren't really a thing in the comics. So this is a moment where I'd honestly rather wait and be patient for the series to continue, because it's got a bright future as far as I can tell. No, and it's overly violent, bleak as fuck.
Because I'll tell. This is how I tell everybody how I first watched this show. When first episode, it comes on. Typical. It reminded me of the Justice League cartoon growing up that I didn't give a shit about. I didn't care about no Justice League cartoon. So when I'm watching this, I'm like, it's one of those it was like it's one of those cartoons. Man, I don't want to watch this. So I had it in the background. I fell asleep. I woke up at the end of that first episode.
Oh shit.
What the fuck did I miss?
Okay, hold up. Shoes on the other foot now. You can't disrespect the Justice League cartoons. Everything, what was his name? Oh shit. Everything made by the guy who did the Batman animated series leading into the Superman series and Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, all that shit is fucking gold and tells some amazing fucking stories.
Yeah, they were good stories, but as a kid, I wasn't into it. Like, that was my stuff.
Batman Beyond.
Still, Batman Beyond was good.
I,
Batman Beyond was good. Don't talk trash. I'm about to say we still want.
No. Again, still made by the same dude. Who's actually coming out with a comic book series that continues the Justice League story from the animated series. So I'm looking forward to that. It comes out July 2nd. I only know that off the top of my head because I just looked at it.
Okay, because that's Isaac's birthday too.
Hey. All right. Oh, so shall we get to the main course?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I'm like to reiterate, I'm trying to think of things as we go. I'm like, I know it's not gonna be there. I know it's not gonna be there.
To reiterate, what we're talking about here is like, where under normal circumstances you would think we would make some kind of predictions, but we have no ideas. We have no idea what they're going to be showing off. Like, and rather than being disappointed that our predictions are wrong, let's instead name shit that we know is not going to be there. Because if we're wrong,
all right, hold on,
it's going to be amazing.
Hold on. Besides besides the stuff that already been announced that's not going to be there,
Yeah.
I'll say because I can't really think of anything that recently they said it wasn't going to be there, but
so let's go ahead. So we're going to pass back and forth, and we're going to try and name 10 things that we know is not going to be there that we'd love to see, but there's like zero chance. To start off, and I'm bringing this up solely so you can get your "I told you so." If you hadn't heard, because I don't believe we talked about it in the last podcast, God of War 2 got delayed to next year. Like Sony did this big blog post where they're talking about how they want to help focus on making sure that Horizon Zero Dawn gets out when it's supposed to get out, and Santa Monica Studios said that they need more time, so they're going to get as much time as they need. And Roy was the one to say that he did not think that it was going to be coming out this year. The window, the original window that they gave us with the teaser that we got 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was
a year ago.
That was in October. Either September or October is when we got the teaser for Ragnarok.
Yeah, it was for 2021. So I'm saying we're not going to see any sort of teaser for the next God of War.
Yeah.
We're not going to see it. It's like if they made sure to announce way ahead of time that it's being delayed, we're not going to see anything.
Nah, you only want to. At this point, I think Sony needs to work on what's coming out for the rest of the year, because after this Friday, what do you got? I mean, you got Kena, Bridge of Spirits. That's not your big system seller at this point. It's a good looking game. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get it when it comes out, but
oh man, don't talk that way. We got Tales of Arise coming.
That's a multi-platform game, motherfucker. I'm talking about Sony in general. If you look from after Ratchet and Clank, what's their next exclusive game? What's the big game they got coming out? Horizon. Well, that hasn't been confirmed for the end of this year or this year at all.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Like I predicted.
That's really the thing we need to see from E3 this year. Not that technically Sony's going to be at E3.
I don't expect Sony anything.
Well, we need confirmation as this is when they would probably show off release dates for different titles.
About to say, if you're talking about a state of play, I don't expect one for the month of June. I think you probably would see that in the beginning of July, or shit, it'd probably be the second week of July. Is that my prediction?
Is that because we're going back and forth? I gave my first. Is that your prediction? We're not even going to get a state of damn, because that's a big one.
Yeah,
we're not even going to get a state of play.
About to say, you're not getting no state of play then. If you want to go that route, we're not getting a state of play.
All right,
I'll say because
it's possible. It's possible.
I'm not saying
I don't know shit about the internal drama with E3, but Sony and Nintendo have definitely jumped ship. So they're kind of wild.
Nintendo's doing their thing. That's saying
but it's not. It's not a part of E3. It's adjacent to E3.
Yeah.
In the same way that Sony's state of plays have been adjacent to E3.
Yeah. So I say that's why I feel like they showed Forbidden West a week ahead like, hey, this is coming soon. We're not gonna give you no date until Sony sitting on the sidelines being like, all right, Microsoft,
All right.
Nintendo, what you got? I ain't gonna say
Okay.
nothing until you say something.
All right. I got what we are not going to see. The next thing we're not going to see is we're not going to see a game game out of Rare. Like we're not going to see anything out of Rare.
Wait a minute, I
Rare
thought they
Studios.
had, hold on, they had one game they announced at the
They
last,
did.
was it Everwild?
Yeah. And I'm saying we're not going to see anything of it.
What?
Because it was a pretty trailer. It was a pretty trailer, but when you got down to it, it was basically like a concept. We're not going to see shit for that. Honestly, I would. There's so many different IPs that are under the Rare umbrella that haven't really been touched in God knows how long. I would love to see any of them, but we're not going to see any of
them. So no Rare games. Okay.
Rare's like Microsoft has made Rare into this like shell of company as it was as opposed to what it was in its heyday, which sadly was back with the Nintendo 64.
All right, so we're never going to see it, and I always get my hopes up every year.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. We're not going to see a Dead Space remaster collection or a new Dead Space game.
That wasn't what I was thinking of, but I agree. We're not.
I'm about to say, as much as success Mass Effect Trilogy or Legendary Edition is, I would like them to do something like that for Dead Space, but that's solely EA right there, and I don't think they would.
You can't really expect anything nice and user friendly out of EA.
Yeah, like I've been watching those conferences every year. I'm like, Dead Space, Dead Space, Dead Space, Dead Space. Shit, it'd be like FIFA, Madden, Star Wars. Fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We are not gonna see the rumored Knights of the Old Republic remake.
No.
There was like a solid 2 months where everybody was talking about, oh shit, they're working on a new Knights of the Old Republic. It's gonna be a remake or something. We're not gonna see shit for that. Sorry.
See,
I mean, I would love to, but it's like it's too soon. It's too soon for even like a proof of concept.
Trying to think of things like sequels and remakes that are possible.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
I got one for you. This would be this is number 5. I really should have counted.
I don't know.
Let's just say it's number 5. Or number 6. Let's go with number 6. We are not gonna see Beyond Good and Evil 2.
That's all you, buddy. That's all you. That's your franchise.
Oh God, man!
How can it be a franchise if you only got one game?
That is the El Dorado franchise at this point. It's fabled, and it's never gonna come out.
If you want to go that route, that's your game. You know, there's one game on the Xbox that I've been waiting to play for a long time. They showed the trailer, it looked cool. You know, reminded me of those old school LucasArts.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The last
I know
night.
exactly what you're talking about.
We're never gonna see this goddamn game. Never gonna see this game.
Nope. Nope. It's probably it's just it died. It died off alone.
Because apparently it had issues with funding. You know, your game creator, or I don't know if it was the director of the game, made a tweet, and you know, people love digging up tweets. And be like, hey, you said this about these certain people, and you know,
hey, let's specify. We're not necessarily saying that this is a game that'll never come out, but this we're specifically saying we're not going to see anything for it at E3.
I say we haven't heard. Hold on. About to find out right now. When was this game originally announced? Night game. Hey, look, it's funny. Hold on. Now I'm curious. I typed it into Google. It says The Last Night Game 2021. Let me click on it. Did something happen that I didn't know about? Okay, so I'm at the actual Twitter. So the Odd Tales Games Twitter says the creative studio behind The Last Night .2021 status in production. So when was the last tweet for this goddamn? The last tweet for this game was in 2019, but that's still not when the game been announced.
Yeah.
That's all canceled up there. When was this damn game announced? But goddamn Xbox. 2017.
Yeah.
Almost.
It said, next thing we're not going to see at E3, we are not going to see the PlayStation 5 Xbox Series X updated version of Cyberpunk.
Nah.
Cyberpunk 2077, we're not going to see a trailer for that. We're not going to see anything for that for a while because that hack delayed everything. It really did.
Yeah,
everything got set behind because like if you think back to the map that they laid out at the beginning of this year, we were supposed to be seeing in July, like the July window, we were supposed to be seeing that update, that next gen update for the game.
No, you ain't.
We're not
going to
get a trailer,
and you're not. And
nope.
I'll tell you what, I go even further. You're not even going to get the Witcher 3 update for PS5 either.
That was also supposed to be something they were supposed to do. After the Cyberpunk 2077 update, they were supposed to be focusing more resources on updating The Witcher 3. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah.
You ain't getting that?
Oh, that hurts. Nope, not gonna see that either.
I'll say as much as
I don't think we're gonna see any more announced characters of Smash Brothers.
Ooh, you think you go that bold? I think they got to announce somebody.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at. I played Smash Brothers this past weekend.
Give me the character
that won't be announced.
That won't be announced.
Goku, stop asking for it.
Wait, give me a real character. Fuck Goku. You know they want video game characters.
That's actually the reason they keep. And there's so many fans that keep asking for Goku to be added to Smash. It's like he's not a video game character. Not really. All right, we're not gonna see Dante.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well.
Devil May Cry doesn't appear on any sort of Nintendo console, and I really don't think there's that many characters.
Devil May Cry's on the original Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3 are on Nintendo Switch.
Are they really?
Yeah.
No. I might be wrong. Still, I'm gonna stick with it. We're not gonna see Dante.
You're not gonna see Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I feel like that's actually a safe pick.
But if you want to go,
I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll go back. We'll go off the checklist. You won't get in PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale 2. As much as I want that game, there's a whole bunch more characters now for PlayStation. Just copy, and don't do your own thing.
We talked about this before. Just copy Smash Brothers. They did it with Brawlhalla. The problem with Brawlhalla is that every character basically fights the same, and they feel like they have no weight to it. Learn the lessons from that game and just copy Smash Brothers. No one cares.
Yeah, right.
But hold up. All right. I don't think we're going to see another trailer for Fable.
I can kind of see that.
What we got was
at this point, Microsoft's got to show something, and it's not. I get that. And you can't. I'm gonna tell you now, you can't.
Psychonauts 2 trailer. Y'all like that, right?
Hey, I don't. I mean, it's an okay game, but I mean, that's not. Is that my system seller? Is that what's gonna sell my console? No. Of course, you're gonna see Halo. You might see a new Ford. They
have to show us that Halo looks better now. They have to end the memes.
Yeah. So, you gotta show me Halo. You gotta show me a Forza game for this holiday
generation.
Yeah, because at this point, like, it was funny. I was on Twitter the other day, and it was like somebody's like, Xbox hasn't released a single exclusive this year, and that wasn't kind of true. The only exclusive game that I know of was The Medium. But
oh yeah,
I mean, and then apparently
the game that Roy reviewed, and you can watch it on the channel.
And apparently there's I saw somewhere on Twitter again that's been rated for the PS5. So Now, if that's the case,
I can play it now.
yeah, so you can play it now. I'll play it again just to get the trophies because it's an easy platinum that's the case.
Yeah.
Uh, you won't.
Easy
huh?
prediction.
Go ahead.
Easy prediction.
Go ahead.
You will not see anything for the new Mass Effect. If they have anything for that, that will be on N7 Day. It will not be at E3.
No, thank. At least you said that because some like people are like, yeah, I want to see the new Mass Effect. All right, let me sit down in this chair and be real with y'all. I don't want to see a Mass Effect right now. Cool, you gave me the teaser at the Game Awards. That gives me hope, gives me a dream. But right now, you got two teams working on two different things. You got one working on the next Dragon Age game, and then you have the other team working on the next Mass Effect game. I want all my focus on this Mass Effect game. You know, I don't even care about this Dragon Age game. Fuck that game. Game comes out, it's trash, good, okay, cool. Give me a full team on Mass Effect. Do not fuck this up.
Yeah, wait. Dragon Age is good, god damn it.
Hey, look,
Dragon Age is good.
I played the first one. I got this just for show. It's just sitting there for filling up empty space in my game my game rack.
That's so sad.
I mean, I played it for like a good week and I was done. I was like, fuck this game. It's medieval. I'm more sci-fi guy than medieval guy.
High fantasy. It's high fantasy.
Whatever. Medieval shit.
Okay, well, let's see if I can think of one last prediction of something that will not be at E3 or shown off during this week because E3 has been scattered and broken into bits and pieces.
This shit's going like into August.
Yeah. All right. Something we are not gonna see at E3. We're not gonna see a new Silent Hill. Yeah. We're not gonna. No, actually, I'll buck against that. We might see something for Bayonetta. We're not gonna see a new Silent Hill game. You got like there were rumors going around about something going on. We're not gonna see it. If there's anything there, if there was any truth to the bullshit that was going around last year, we're not gonna see it this year.
No. You're gonna see. There's gonna be Silent Hill there. They're gonna have Silent Hill Pyramid Head pencil sharpeners.
Oh yeah, of course, in the gift bags for the digital event.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you have anything else?
It's like kind of iffy because I'm like, it might have something there. Because I always hope for a Bloodborne 2, and I'm always disappointed. And I'm always hoping, and even though everybody hates the game, I always want to see a sequel to The Order 1886.
Really?
Yeah.
That guy got panned.
Hey,
you liked it. I liked it.
I liked it. It's a visually very beautiful game. I say you won't see a 60 frames per second or any PS5 upgrade to Horizon or Bloodborne.
Hopefully, I would say I would agree with you, but it would be an easy way just to get some money.
I'll say this: you won't see an Uncharted game. Much as I've been hearing things about a new Uncharted, I don't want a new Uncharted game.
I do.
I still got to.
I hope you're wrong. You're probably right, but I hope you're wrong. All right. So try to be quick and clean. That's going to be it for us. If we're wrong, then that's great. If we're wrong, that's great. But if we're right, then we haven't really lost anything. So what were your picks for things that are absolutely not going to be dropping at E3 this week? Put them down in the comments below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for whenever we randomly throw out videos. As always, I'm Azzy, that's Roy, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Deuces.
A desire for social